On behalf of my wife, Patty, and our daughters, Amy and Annie, we both, together, and our daughters as well, want to express our deepest and most profound and everlasting gratitude to President Trump for what he's done today, for the full presidential pardon. I think about my relationship with President Trump, and it's really, well, he's always doing things for me, and he never asked me to do anything for him. I had a chance to be on his television show, and then he ended what was a long, long, hard nightmare. After 2,896 days in prison, nearly 8 years, President Trump pulled me out of there, and now he did this. And all I can tell you is that President Trump is a man who, when he sees things that are wrong, he rights them and puts an end to them. And Patty and I, and Amy and Annie, will always be grateful to President Trump and never, ever forget his kindness to us. A long time ago, when I was here in this house, and Patty and I and our babies were asleep, 6 o'clock in the morning, we got a phone call. I thought it was a practical joke by my friend, State Senator Jimmy DeLeo, telling me they had a warrant for my arrest. It wasn't him, it was the FBI, and that was the beginning of what was and has been a long, hard nightmare for my family and for me. All through this long, hard process, 2 trials, 8 years in prison, I never, ever wavered in my determination to prove to the people of Illinois and anybody else who's listening that I broke no laws, crossed no lines, never took a penny. It was all politics, routine political conversations that were begun by then President-elect Obama, who sent an emissary to me to talk about making what this appellate court called a routine political deal when they reversed the so-called sale of the Senate seat. They were fake charges, and the big lie was told by the prosecutor and his office that did to me and my family what they did. But it's over. President Trump saw what happened, and how interesting it is that when someone goes through something like we went through, and he's gone through what he's gone through, it creates a certain understanding between people who sort of understand that something isn't right and something is wrong. Terrible thing that they did to me, a Democrat governor. Even worse, what they did to a Republican president, President Trump. And his resilience, his strength, his fortitude, his unwillingness to give in is an inspiration and an example of the kind of leader that he is. I could never give in. I want to say to the people of Illinois 2 things. Number 1, I never raised your taxes. And number 2, I didn't do it. It was all political talk. And so I wouldn't give in because I love my wife, I love my daughters. I'll always honor and revere the memory I have of my late parents and the values they taught me. And I could never give in and sell the people of Illinois out and let these corrupt prosecutors criminalize things that are routine and legal in politics and take you away from me. To all of the Democrats out there who voted for me twice in elections, Democratic voters who voted for me in 2 elections as governor, I want to thank you. For all of those Republicans out there who voted against me those 2 elections, I want to particularly thank you for the 2nd election. Had there been more of you in that one, I wouldn't have gone where I ended up going. But most importantly, I want to talk a little bit just about what's, I believe, the greatest constitutional crisis in American history since the Civil War. And that is this weaponization of prosecutors for political purposes, rigged courts, a broken justice system that is historically been racist in America, now has become weaponized in America. And I also want to say how lawfare and the misuse of the power of prosecutors in the courts must never be part of the political process. Abraham Lincoln said it right when he talked about government of the people, by the people, and for the people. And that's what's at stake here. And so moving forward, as we learn from the past, without bitterness, always remembering, I want to simply say that I'm determined to do whatever I can as a private citizen, volunteer my time and efforts to do the best I could to fight for justice and to do what I think is right. I'm going to wrap it up and introduce my lawyer, Leonard Gooden, here in 1 second, but I would like to share a quick little story about my early days in prison, way back in 2012, 2013, 2014, when they put me in a prison behind a barbed wire fence. The inmates call it the razor wire. This is fresh in my mind because I'm writing a book about that experience, and I can't help but forget the things that, some of the experiences I went through.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.